The reason why men so easily abandon their children is because when a woman is pregnant and when a man is just there beside a woman during the pregnancy, they're having two completely different experiences. A woman that is pregnant is literally seeing her child as her child because she's using her calcium. She is using her red blood cell production. Okay, she is using all of her vitamins, all of her minerals. She is literally using everything of her own life force to give life to something else. Men look at their children like cousins, okay? They literally view their own children as cousins because guess what? They didn't have to partake in this life-changing endeavor where they literally had to sacrifice their own body to give life to something else. This is the reason why women have a fuck around and find out season when it comes to the man that they have children with, because a lot of the things too is that just because your man is a good partner does not automatically deem him to be a good father because he has not had to put in the sacrifice. I look at it like this. When you are a child and you live under the roof of your parents, you don't care about scribbling on the walls, okay? You don't care about making messes and spills on their fucking white carpet because you're not paying the bills there, okay? You don't have to be invested because you are not sacrificing anything in the process, okay? When you have your own home that you're paying a mortgage or rent on, you care about the cleanliness, okay? You care about damages and things going wrong in the home, in messes, in spills, and potentially people ruining your property because you are investing in the place that you live in. This is how the difference is between men and women. Men are living under the roof with their parents, scribbling on the walls, having spills and messes and not giving a damn because they're not investing anything into the process. Women are the ones owning the home, owning the place, and it's theirs to protect. They are investing into what it is that they have. Do not sit here and think that these men are having the same experience as you. That's why that one girl a few weeks back got on here and had literally asked her baby daddy, husband, fiance, I don't know what he was to her. All I know is that her baby, that's the father of her baby. She asks him, so are you excited? Like, how different is our life going to be when we have children? And he's like, our life isn't going to be different at all. Not realizing his life isn't going to be different at all because it's never changed. His life has not changed at all. The only person's life that has changed has been her life because she has been the one to invest. This is also the same thing with Nelly and Ashanti. Of course, Nelly is going to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to invest anything until they're able to, walk and talk. I want to come in at the easy time. I don't want to invest all of this effort that it takes at the earliest developmental and also the most pivotal years of my own child's life. Men literally treat their own children like cousins, okay? They want to come and go as they please. Dap them up, talk to them, have, cool conversations, not have any crazy falling out. And then when they're ready and they don't want to talk to them or they don't feel like talking to them, they're going to wipe their hands clean with them and keep it fucking moving, okay? They do not care about them actually having a bond with the child because they never had a bond to begin with. More and more women need to realize the experience that men are having while you are pregnant because they're living in an alternate reality because they are not having to put forth anything to create this child like you do. This is why it's always going to be a hands-off approach with a lot of these men because they were never hands-on to begin with.
I'm sorry to break this news to anyone who's pregnant, but all men change once you get pregnant. And it's going to be up to you whether you want to stay and just stick it out for the child or let's see what happens once I have the baby. But once you get pregnant, that man who was always there 24/7, who was so affectionate, so loving, who talked about, oh, I can't wait to start a family, I can't wait to do this with you, who you made all these goals with, and most of them you accomplished with this person, but not all. Once you get pregnant, you're going to look at that person like, who the F are you? Because they will not be that same person. And then it's gonna make you start being like, I can't do this. Like, it's literally gonna be like, I have to be 100% for my baby. But being with you, I can't be 100% for her, because they literally will leave you feeling so lonely. Like, the time you need the man the most, they're not there. But you was there before I got pregnant. Like, it's so stupid, because it's like, when I get pregnant, now you don't want to be here. When I wasn't pregnant, I couldn't get you to go. We was inseparable. I just think it's so backwards. Is it because when women get pregnant, we look different? Like, we no longer, like, we have a pregnant nose, we have a big belly. We probably not taking care of ourselves, such as hair done, makeup, because we're tired, we're exhausted, we're trying to grow a baby. Like, men, why do you guys change when women have a baby? So any woman out here who's wanting to get pregnant, I pray that you do have that man who doesn't change, who still compliments you, who still loves on you, who still speak just good words to, like, I just pray you have it, because they change.
Sadly, come to find out, the reason he was changing and acting how he was acting, he was cheating on me. What's up, y'all? Okay, so as y'all know, I recently made a video on my page that is captioned, all men change once you get pregnant. I want to just start by correcting myself and saying most men change once you got pregnant. When I made that video, I was in the heat of the moment. I was only thinking about my situation, my experience, and also about other people who have spoken on their experience, and just the amount of women that I see on social media and in real life who speaks about how their significant other changed the moment that they got pregnant. So when I said all, I did not literally mean all. I'm very well aware that there are good, upstanding men out here in this world, okay? So, with that being said, I also would like to clear up some assumptions that was made in the comments and in my inbox. So, I had some people literally coming in my inbox saying, well, that's what you get for messing with a street dude. That's what you get for messing with, like, a dude and, you know, ignoring the red flags, or you're not a victim. Like, you knew he was like this before, da-da-da. Yeah. I even have women saying, that's why you get married first instead of living off of government assistance. What? So, I want to clear some things up, my loves. Oh, I also had people worried about my age, saying that I'm 12 years old and I shouldn't be worried about getting pregnant. I am 23 years of age, but thanks for the compliment, okay? So, yeah, let's get right into these assumptions. So, number one, I'm just going to start by saying I don't date dudes in the streets. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to put my life at risk, and I wouldn't get pregnant by the street dude and put my baby life at risk. Bullets have no names, and I'm not dealing with it. I'm not going to get caught up with no street dude, so yeah. I never dated anybody in the streets. Want to correct that. I already told y'all I'm 23. I'm not 12 years old. I'm not 16. I'm not underage, okay? Also, I do not live off government assistance. I actually can't get approved for government assistance due to the fact I work for a federal government job. And if you go on my page, you can see I work for the United States Postal Service, okay? Everything that my baby has is from me, loved ones, friends, baby shower. Like, she has a whole lot, and I'm blessed. I have not had to literally spend a dime, and my baby has everything she could possibly need and more, and that's without government assistance. Okay. I also had somebody bring up WIC. They said that they know that I'm on WIC. Baby, WIC ain't nothing. I use WIC for fruits only, because they fruits eat down. I don't use WIC for nothing else. That nasty stuff, get out my face. And then not only that, I want to start by giving y'all a little backstory. I have wonderful parents. People ask me, do I have a dad in my life? Yes, I have a father in my life. He raised me, loves me, talks to me, give me advice, etc. With that being said, I don't really know what that has to do with my situation. But yeah, I moved out at 19, got a roommate. I was making fairly good money where I could move out on my own. Never was put out, never was forced out. Choice that I decided to make. And then the following year, once that lease was up with the roommate, I got my own 1-bedroom apartment. Also I got my own car at the age of 20. Yeah, all by myself. Did it all by myself. Every bill that I pay, do it all by myself. Like, never needed a man for anything. Yeah, never needed a man for anything. Because I seen a lot of people in the comments like, basically saying I need a man. I want one. I don't need one. Anywho, so yeah. So that's just a little bit about me. Like, I always been about my business. I graduated high school, went to college for a year, decided that wasn't for me. I still got me a career job. Granted, if I was in college, I would not be out here pregnant. I just feel like my life ain't 100% together, but I know where I'm going. Like, I have a career job. I have my own place. I take care of myself. I still have growing to do, of course. A house, I'm not ready to buy a house. I prefer to rent because I'm not ready to deal with maintenance and like all the extra stuff at the moment. So with that being said, that's just a little bit about me since y'all try to clock my teeth. Now, let's get into why I spoke on men changing during pregnancy. A lot of people were speaking on marriage. Why didn't you get married first? Why did you ignore the red signs or the red flags? Like, you know, things of that nature. Well, me and my baby father spoke about marriage. We speak about it all the time. When I got pregnant, it was pretty sudden, okay? So when I say that, I'm just basically saying, like, we believe in marriage. I'm not saying I don't believe in marriage. But y'all understand, marriage don't make a man be perfect, or marriage don't stop a man from changing. When I said men change during pregnancy and I was speaking on my situation, I wasn't talking about he up and left or he don't want his family. I'm just talking about things were changing drastically. Like, he turned into a whole different person that I did not see at first. I kid you not. And when I get into detail, because this is kind of a story time too, y'all gonna see what I mean. So yeah, I feel like people are in marriages who feel alone, who feel single in a marriage, who feel like they're raising their babies alone. You have men that marry women and do them dirty, dog them down. But just because it's marriage, y'all just think, oh. And with marriage, you can't just up and leave. You got to go through all this stuff. That's why I always make sure I'm going to be good with or without a man. And my dad taught me that well too. So with that being said, when me and him just in a relationship, I can leave and co-parent with him. I never ever said he changed, such as he left me or didn't want to be with me. Because I seen that a lot in the comments. Because y'all was like, oh, he just got what he wanted and left. No. He still would love to have his family, guys. I made the choice as a woman, because no child is going to keep me somewhere where I am not being treated right. Now that we're past all that, and I hope that summed up everything I meant in the last video. Sorry that this video is lengthy. I just need to get this out. But yeah, now that I summed up all that, let's get into the tea on why he changed and what made him change. Because once again, all you men in the comments want to blame women. You women act like it's never y'all. It's never y'all. So when I first met him, so charming. I helped him with so much. Get a good job. I moved him into my place. Then we eventually decided to get a place together, which we did. And with that being said, I've always been here for him. Have we had bumpy roads and red flags on both sides? Yes. But we got through them. We talked through them. Deep conversations. He's loving, caring, sweet, romantic, like, y'all, the whole nine, for real. When I got pregnant, it wasn't as soon as I got pregnant either, because people said, why you didn't abort it? I don't believe in abortions, but he also wasn't just showing me right off the bat his true colors, okay? So, yeah. So, as I was getting further along, you know, he would just start leaving the house, no more dates, affection, but not too much. It literally felt like we were roommating. Like, it was like a drastic change. And I'm just like, what's going on? Keep in mind, y'all, due to the fact that I am swelling down there, we cannot have intercourse. It hurts so bad. So I kind of already was feeling insecure about that. Like, I pray he's not getting it anywhere else, or he can just wait on me and understand I'm carrying your child, and this is why this has been taken from you, and that should not be the only thing that's keeping you here, you know? But sadly, come to find out, the reason he was changing and acting how he was acting, he was cheating on me. Yeah, like, doing me so bad. And y'all, I never caught this man cheating before I got pregnant. Literally the moment sex went out the door, he started cheating. Yeah. So that's basically when he started changing. So yeah, that's like literally moral of the story of him changing. He still fights for his family, begs for his family, but what man don't? So yeah, once I found out he was saying our baby was an accident, and me and him are co-parenting, and just, y'all, a whole lot. I'm just like, wow, where did all this come from? But yet he was still at home, showing somewhat affection and all this stuff. And when I would trip a little bit, like, you never here, he'd be like, baby, I'll be bored. So to, eliminate his boredom, he go with other women. So yeah, quit being so quick to judge, and here's somebody full story first. That's why I said all men change, because so many women can relate to what I am going through. He didn't leave me, I left him. All right, that's it. That's basically me summing everything up. So yeah, have a good one.
If you love your relationship and you love your man, don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Kids complicate things. Don't get pregnant. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to ruin nobody's love life. If you want to get that man a baby, get that man a baby. But prepare yourself, because I'm not saying your man will, but a lot of men change once that you get pregnant. They change. You be feeling all them butterflies, be feeling so in love before them babies, and feel like you just can't live without them, and y'all miss each other, and y'all just want to be under each other all the time. But the moment that they give you their child, they do a whole 360 on their personality. That's why people be saying you don't really know a man till you get pregnant by him. It's a lot that comes with a child, and a lot of men are not men, and in their heads they are boys. They are mentally boys, and they are not ready for that heat that comes with having a child. They're not ready for those sleepless nights. They're not ready for the hormones that may come with your postpartum depression that you may have. Especially if you two are first-time parents, you are going to have disagreements about a lot. And that's where disrespect can be coming in. And that's where disappointments may happen. Because you will want them to console you, but instead they are bashing you as if you're not doing the best that you can do. You want that relationship to last, don't have that boy baby. If you can wait. Wait for as long as you can wait. Learn that person for real.
So look, I done seen two different sets of women this morning say that men change once a baby comes into the picture, and then this other girl said, if you really like a guy, don't have his baby because that's when he gonna change. Let me give you some perspective on this. A lot of the times, women, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It got nothing to do with you for real. A lot of the time, us as men, we be mad at ourselves, and a lot of the time it's because of finances. And usually we be doing fine. We could take care of ourselves with no issue. But what most women, I would say at least like 95% of the women in the world now, they want a man to take care of them. They don't want to do nothing. They just want a man to take care of them. They want to be a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife, especially all the bad bitches. They just want to be bad and pretty and not do nothing. They just want to stay at home. And now that's cool. But now let me give you some different perspective. I just looked at the average income for a man in the United States, and it's about $39,000. Then I turned around and I looked at what's the average like rent income for like a 2-bedroom apartment, and it's around $1,500. Now, if you do the math, you do that $1,500 and you do that times 12, that comes out to about $18,000. You do that $39,000 minus that $18,000, you left with about $21,000. Now, mind you, I have not mentioned all the other bills that are going to come with life. I'm talking about utilities. I'm talking about car notes, car insurance, phone bills, internet bills, hair, nails, all of that stuff. These are all bills, right? Subscriptions, Netflix, this and that, right? I haven't even calculated all that stuff. So if you do the math, that leaves that man with about $21,000, or let's give it to you like this, about $1,700 a month extra to play with. And again, I have not mentioned all these other bills. So realistically, unless he got other streams of income, he's probably don't have no extra money to play with. But regardless, he still has a responsibility to take care of his family, right? To take care of his woman. And now, once the baby comes into the picture, to take care of this baby. So think about this, woman, for my women, don't you see how you feel when you struggle? When you struggling to pay your bills and your rent and stuff like this? You understand how that feels, right? So can you imagine how a man feels when he's struggling to pay bills and rent and stuff like that, or he's not making the type of income to provide for an entire family? Can you imagine how stressful that is? Not just having to worry about self, but having to worry about two other people as well. Can you imagine how stressful that is on a man? So I hope you get it. It's stressful. So then let me add something else on top of that. Let me add you as a baby mom or a wife or whatever, you carrying a baby, you want your husband to be present. You want your man to be present, right? Because you can't do much for yourself, so you need all the support that you can get. But here's the thing, because he knows that he may not be financially stable enough to take care of an entire family and still have enough money to be able to do things that y'all like to do, like date nights, travel, etc., right? So now let's add on, when he gets home, he's being nagged, he's being hassled, you got an attitude, you're emotional, so now he's having to try to deal with you, right? Still try to be there and be present with you because you're nagging, you're crying, you're emotional because he's not there to help out. But why is he not there to help out as much as he should be able to, as much as he wants to be able to? It's because he's out all day trying to grind, trying to make this money, working all hours of the day and night, trying to make this money to put y'all in a position to where y'all living comfortably and y'all don't have to struggle. Not only this, it's probably his first baby, so he don't know how to deal with a woman when she's going through all of these emotions. Hell, y'all don't even know how to deal with y'allself. So he's having to try to figure out how to deal with you, how to keep you happy and keep you smiling when he's never been through this before. Don't let this man not seen his dad be present for his mom and for their family, so now he really doesn't know how to do it, right? He's really completely lost. He's in a completely, totally new playing field that he does not know how to do. Just imagine going to do anything that you don't know how to do. Riding a bike, what are you going to do? You're going to fall off. So can you imagine this now? And it's like women nowadays so selfish, y'all not even thinking about these factors. You only thinking about what he's not doing for you. You're not thinking about what he is doing. Let me give you a little tip of advice, ladies. Let me give you a little tip of advice. Recognition is super important. If you've never heard the saying, let me put you on this saying. Babies cry for it and men die for it. Recognition. Start recognizing that man and praising that man for what he is doing, and stop solely focusing on what he's not doing. Take into consideration his feelings and how he may be feeling, how stressful this situation is for him as well. It's not just you. It's not just all about you.
Women see a man's true colors when she's pregnant, when her body changes, her mood swings, her needs grow. That's when his patience, loyalty, and character are tested. It's easy to love her when she's glowing and smiling, but when she's vulnerable, uncomfortable, and scared, that's when a real man should step up. Pregnancy exposes who's truly there for love and who is just there for convenience. A woman doesn't just carry a child, she carries the weight of wondering if the man beside her could carry her too.
I'm not ready to be a dad, okay? I never wanted this, and you've trapped me!
I don't think you can ever find the right person to have kids with, because people change after you give birth. I know from experience, like my child's father and I, we were really close, like twins, until we had a kid. It went opposite. Maybe I should date the person for like 5 years, but I'm thinking like 8 to 10 years. Let's see if we can do a decade before we get married, because we're not breaking up.
That would look like shit, bro. Would you hurry up? You doing all that for what? Ain't shit gonna change, bro. Ever since you had this baby, bro. Ever since this baby right here, you ain't been looking like shit at all. Nothing. What is doing your hair gonna change? Huh?
I can do my fucking hair if I want to. You always act like I can't get...
Like that's not it. It's not it. It's not it, bro.
You act like I can't take my time to get myself together.
It's not looking like none at all. It's over with. Like, why did you try your hardest? You've been in the bathroom 4 damn hours for no reason.
Okay, because I had to get in the shower. I had to get in the shower.
Shit done at all, man.
Okay.
Well,
But that's how you
so we
feel.
can go.
But that's how you feel.
Come on, man. Ever since you had this baby, he's been looking like nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
So that mean that mean I can't try to do something?
No, that mean come the fuck on. Fuck is you talking about, bro? Taking all damn day.
Okay.
You finna make me crash the fuck out, bro. Cause come on, man. You're not doing shit. You just stay combing your hair. Let's go.
Yes, because I have to get it combed out before I get any product in it.
Man. That time you be playing around in your hair. You playing around in your hair and shit, bro.
Just got out the fucking
Playing
shower.
around. Ain't got shit done. You look a hot mess, gang. A hot mess.
I wish I would have known who you was for real
hot mess.
before I got pregnant.
I don't give a damn. I'm just keeping it real. That shit look a hot mess.
You're not keeping it real. Your ass did not act like this
We gonna be late as
when we
fuck.
had that first baby. Now I'm whatever.
And we're gonna be late as hell fucking around with you, man. Fucking around.
You don't really know a man until you have a baby by him. You could be with somebody for years thinking you know their soul, but the minute the baby drops, they get real comfortable. They start acting weird, disrespectful, absent. They just don't act like the same person, and now you're sitting there like, who the hell did I have a baby by? Like, who did I have a child by? And then everybody want to be like, oh, you should have known who you was dealing with. How? Some people don't show their true colors until a kid is involved and real responsibilities are on the table, but y'all don't really want to talk about that. This is exactly why so many women end up single mothers and the relationship falls apart after the baby comes. Because that's when the mask falls off. And let me be clear, a lot of us aren't single because we failed. We are single because we chose peace instead of raising a child in a toxic situation. So don't judge single mothers. Half of us made the smartest decision we ever could by choosing ourselves and choosing better for our kids. Because let me tell you something, it takes strength to walk away. It takes strength to raise a child on your own and still show up every day with love. It takes strength to break a cycle you never asked to be a part of. We don't get enough credit for that. We are not bitter. We are not broken. We are just done pretending. And if choosing sanity, self-worth, and safety makes me a single mother, then I'll be that.
So I think the real reason on why like families be breaking up after having a baby is because like babies challenge the relationship. If your relationship wasn't a sturdy one, trust me, that baby is going to be the one to reveal that it wasn't a sturdy relationship. It's so much that comes with having a kid. It really makes no fucking sense. For one, there's a lot that happens with the woman. A lot of men don't understand the process that the woman goes through when she's pregnant, when she gives birth to the baby, after giving birth to the baby. It's a lot that goes on with the women. You know, sometimes we are moody, sometimes we're not. We're just not there. We're not the same person because we're literally growing a whole fucking human being. I mean, like I honestly think it should be a class on it. Like I think men should definitely take classes on how it can get when a woman is giving birth, after giving birth, postpartum. Like y'all need to go to class, and women too, because there's a lot of shit that comes with this. Combining families is another thing. You know, a lot of people on the father's side think they can overstep. It's just a whole lot of shit. And if your partner is not really standing 10 toes behind you, it's going to show. You know, it really shows. You know, your partner not standing up for certain shit, or your partner allowing certain shit, your partner not helping with certain shit. Like, damn, I just had a baby, I'm still washing dishes, folding clothes, and like, no, absolutely not. It's like they don't know what to do. Like, you don't know how to cater to a woman when she just had a baby. You don't know how to cater to a woman even after, you know, it could be years after having a baby. Like, y'all just don't know what to do. Y'all be lost. Y'all be stuck and use this time to play victim, or use this time to escape and run, when it's like, damn, build your family. This is what you asked for, right? And then with the woman, it's just like, we be so quick to go because, for one, I already gave you the most precious thing I could ever give you. You know what I'm saying? I done gave you everything. Like, I feel like when you give a man a baby, for a woman, like, and you still can't appreciate that, like, there's nothing else I can give you for real. I didn't gain fucking weight, stretch marks out the wazoo, fucking damn near, lost my shit, lost my cool multiple times after having a baby due to postpartum, going through a whole bunch of shit that you ain't never got to fucking experience because you're a man. But the fact that you can't even see that I didn't sacrifice my whole life, for us to have this baby, and that's still not enough for you, it's like, yeah, I'm not about to tolerate anything. And then having a baby, once again, it's crying at the middle of the night. Y'all both just stressing the fuck out, especially if it's both of y'all first time being a parent. It's really a lot of just turmoil that really goes on, especially in the beginning stages, and a lot of people can't rock. A lot of people cannot rock. And a lot of the times the women just dip. Because I'm not about to take care of 2 kids. You're not about to, treat me like I ain't really a priority or make me the main priority to take care of our kids. You ain't even trying to help, schedule a fucking doctor's appointment. And I feel like no matter what, whether you're married, whether you're this, whether you're that, you got a boyfriend, it doesn't matter. I feel like parenting really always falls, like everything falls on the mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because men feel like that's a mom's job. And it's just like, y'all got to get out of that. But it's sad because we coming into this and we're just having babies and literally not staying together the first year of the kid's life. Half of y'all are not even together while you're pregnant. So it's definitely a thing to think about. It's not easy. And yeah. Another thing too, it's like you really see how the person really feel about you. You feel what I'm saying? Like your partner. Like you really see. Because it's like I said, there's a lot of things tested when you have a baby, especially when you freshly have a baby. You might not want your baby to spend nights at certain people's houses, or you might not want, your baby out of reach right now. You want to be able to still, you're not ready for everybody, the whole fucking world to see your baby, but the child's father want his whole family to see the fucking baby and go against the grain of everything that you just fucking said. Now you arguing back and forth with this nigga. It's like, it's so much that comes with it, and I'm cool. Like, the next time I have a baby, you need to kiss the ground that I walk on. Anytime I'm feeling uncomfortable with your family, or I'm feeling uncomfortable with any situation, you need to check it. What do you mean? But we're a team, right? Why is it feeling like I'm alone? Why is it feeling like I'm doing this shit by myself? Because if that was the case, I would never had a fucking baby. So a lot of women are chucking up the deuces. Not to say all the time it is the men's fault, but men are babies today. Everything is just done to them. Everything is happening to them instead of like literally trying to understand the woman. No, you can't emotionally feel where I'm coming from, but you could fucking try. The fuck? You could try. Men don't even try. Like, even the hunger don't even really be there. Like, I'm more hungry to get this shit done and make sure my child has everything they have than you are. It's just, it really becomes bullshit when you have a child. So you really got to make sure that person's locked in. Because I'm telling you, when you have a baby and the shit really ain't locked in, y'all ain't lasting. And that's the reason why I think it's not working.